Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the latest Dokkan event to come to DBZ Dokkan battle, and that is for the Ultimate Android Super 17 or Ultimate Android Incarceration of Ambition. Sorry, Incarnation, not incarceration. That means he would be in prison. But it's a new stage, so this is the full force attack from hell stage, and basically it features the Dokkan Awakening medals for the Strength Super 17 or 17 and Hellfighter 17, who will turn into a Super 17 unit. Now Android 18s are effective against this stage, but I just felt like using a GT Heroes team to take on Android 17, just due to obviously the fact that it's GT Saga based. Now there are 4 phases if you do the second difficulty, 3 if you do the first. The important thing to understand about the final phase on the second difficulty is that it has the ability to nullify and heal from key based supers. So you really need to make sure that you do not carry a large amount of key based supers into the stage, because that's going to make your life substantially more difficult. Now in terms of the actual units, obviously you need the Dokkan Awakening medals for Android 17 and for the Dr. Gero and Dr. Myuu unit, who is the General Banner unit for the banner. So those are the 2 units you can awaken. You will need 77 medals for Android 17, and you'll need 35 medals for the Dr. Gero and Dr. Myuu. Which means if you do the second difficulty, in total you're going to need to run it 16 times to have enough medals to awaken both. Obviously that kind of covers it. I think most Dokkan events are all kind of the same, so this one is no different. It's, you know, basically exactly what you think it is. And yeah, I think at the end of the day it's a very straightforward stage with no real implications. In terms of Super 17, I think he's pretty good. Must be honest, I think overall he's just a pretty good unit. I think, you know, 17 and Hellfighter 17 are definitely a second slot unit. But once you get them to transform, they become a much stronger defensive option with really good attack stats. I just think the real question is his team. Like, can his team facilitate him existing as a second slot unit and then turning into a first slot unit? I've tried out his team. It gets content done to a certain extent, but it is a little bit wonky. Do you think him being GT bosses instead of joint forces would have been the real good call, and would have made him way better? The Dr. Gero and Dr. Myuu seem okay. You know, 2-turn buff units or 2-turn support units are always units that are pretty good and are crucial, you know, to just kind of facilitating teams. But I think overall they're a little bit too restrictive. You know, they need Goku a lot to really perform, and the fact that we don't have like a super class red zone or anything like that is always a big hindrance to extreme units that come out. Like Turles is a great example. You know, Turles has so many buffs against superclass units. It's crazy, but he just doesn't have an event to kind of run all those buffs in. But yeah, if you take a look, like in this stage here, and this will work against active skills, so it's great to show you guys. But yeah, Android 17's nullification will absorb anything key based. So if that's active skills, if that's super attacks, yeah, it'll heal them. So just be aware of that. What you're trying to look for is just avoid attacks or super attacks that have a little Kamehameha symbol next to them. So you want to avoid those attacks and pretty much just pick up anything with a fist, or just anything that just doesn't have a symbol. That'll be pretty good to go. And yeah, that basically covers it. Pretty simple stuff. Honestly, super duper simple event. Nowadays Dokkan events, you know, are kind of standard. Obviously for new players they are tough, so I do understand that. Yeah, I did a video starting a new account, and it's definitely a rough ride. But yeah, I think overall, you'll be fine. But that's basically gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As I mentioned before, it's 11 attempts to get the medals for Super 17 and Hellfighter 17, and it'll be 5 on top of that for Dr. Myuu and Dr. Gero. Honestly, I think it's cool that they kept the absorption gimmick for the Dokkan event. I think it at least makes it interesting. That means it's probably one of the few Dokkan events you actually need to plan a little bit for. Because if you bring only Ki Blast based units, you're basically hoping to kill him through additionals or normals without doing supers. So yeah, good luck with that. But anyway, that's going to be it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.